Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to discuss the Black Panther movie in regards to light-skinned, biracial, and mixed men who identify as black. Right. Uh, so initially, when I heard about the Black Panther movie, I wasn't really excited about seeing the movie. I feel like I was probably the only black person not excited about seeing the movie. And I think partially, at least, it had something to do with the fact that, you know, based on the trailers and based on the setting of the movie and based on the theme of the movie, etc., that, there weren't going to be people who look like me in the film. Like, I didn't think I could really see or relate to the characters as much because, I didn't think that there was, they would have like some, you know, yellow beige person in the film, which is understandable. I'm not saying that they should, but I'm just saying it's understandable because of, for obvious reasons, of course. Like, it would kind of be a bit weird to have like who's like someone like Shamar Moore or Chris Brown or Rick Fox in Wakanda as like natives. you know it would be a little odd, right? Honestly, they would probably fit in better in like North Africa, you know, um, or perhaps like South Africa in like the colored community, right? Um, so I think for me, like initially, I wasn't really excited about seeing the movie, but after it came out and I heard like a lot of people talking about the movie, then I was like, oh, okay, let me see what this movie is about, right? And I'll say the few light skinned folks that I am um like cool with, buddies with, I haven't heard them mention anything negative about the movie, right? They seem to have liked the movie. Uh, when I watched the movie, I did enjoy the movie. Um, I enjoyed the movie overall, and I kind of feel like the closest we got, all right, as far as like light skinned male promotion, I think the closest we were able to get was Michael B. Jordan, and I think that's pretty good, honestly. I'll accept that. You know, so and I think overall, I don't really think most light skinned mixed or biracial men are really sweating the movie. Understandably, it's like, yeah, it's just a movie, right? Um, and besides, for them or some of them, there's like, hey, we still got, The Rock and Vin Diesel, who are like, two of the highest paid actors are, in Hollywood, or one of them at least. But yeah, both of them are like really on like the top 10 highest paid actors lists, right? But for me, I don't know. I don't think I can really, I'm not sure if I can really, relate and see myself in like The Rock and Vin Diesel. I'm not sure about that. No shade to them. I don't have anything against them. I don't, but, And also, I don't know if they really claim, blackness like that. I don't know if they really claim blackness like that. Um, but a quick sidebar before I get back on topic. I want to go off topic for a minute. The rapper The Weeknd, for some reason, I don't know. I didn't expect him to really just claim blackness like that. But I was like, oh, he considers himself black. Oh, I didn't know that. I kind of had a clue or a feeling, but I don't know. I kind of feel like he would kind of like not really claim blackness, like just so you know up front, I guess, and immediate or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, like, oh, The Weeknd, claims blackness. He considers himself a black person, a black man. Oh wow, that's cool. You know. As well, he did, drop out of the H&M ad campaign too. That whole like coolest monkey in the jungle fiasco, right? So, perhaps he, may have felt something personal about that, you know. Or perhaps maybe he just has a, good PR team. It's like, hey, step away from this. Could be one or the other. Oh yeah, who was, by the way, a part of like the theme song for the movie? Him and Kendrick Lamar did a collaboration, right? So hey, funny how that all circles back around to the Black Panther movie, right? um, but I think for me personally, I kind of feel like Michael B. Jordan was like, the closest we had to like, the light skinned biracial mixed race, whatever you want to call it, promotion, and I'll accept that because honestly, I think that his character was probably the character I could most relate with. I didn't agree with his character on like everything, but I can kind of understand where his character was coming from, and as well his character, um, you know, was more or less African American, really. He was raised in California, so I would say, he's African American, right? And as well, sort of like the forgotten black person, symbolizing like the forgotten black person in America, forgotten by, native African folk, and perhaps feeling some sort of a way about that. I don't know. But when it comes to like, black male promotion, black men promotion in the media, I think oftentimes they do kind of want to go with, the dark skinned black man because I think that dark skinned black men represent black people in general. So it's like if we have this dark skinned black men, then we have just black people in general represented, right? Versus we have like this light skinned black man, we kind of just have, I don't know, it's like, is he like Italian? Well, not Italian. How about, is he like Latino? I guess he may be, depending on how light he is, he could be Italian, like Vin Diesel. Is he Italian, Middle Eastern? Like what is he? It's like a lot of like guesswork involved, right? Like, some like how some people may feel about, The Rock and Vin Diesel, and perhaps The Weeknd. And if it was like black women, dark skinned black women, then it's like, oh, she just represents dark skinned black women. But if it's like light skinned black women or black woman, it's like, oh, she represents black women, not black people, but black women. Though it's strange about how that promotion kind of works and how we sometimes represent ourselves and only ourselves, but some people represent themselves and more than themselves, like other people in the community as well. Okay. And I think that sort of plays out in society as well, where it's like, I think if you were to look at police brutality, I think sometimes when people see black men, specifically dark skinned black men, and these people are racist, they're like, okay, he represents just black people, like black men and black people. So like, let's get him, you know, that's something I'm thinking about, or something to think about. You know, perhaps I'm mistaken. You know, perhaps, or maybe I'm on the money. Let me know in the comment section. But other than Michael B. Jordan, you know, and his character, I think for like 2 seconds there were like two light skinned dudes by like the plane that took off and then like pushed him over or something. 2 seconds, all right. Like there you go, right? Perhaps in the next movie there may be more representation, perhaps. Although, personally, I think I'll accept a token and I'll be happy with a token, honestly. I don't think that the whole movie should be like beige men. But, if you throw me like one, it'll be cool. Personally, I think Michael B. Jordan's character was pretty cool as far as like the promotion aspect, you know. Um, and I think his character, you know, light skin adjacent, so you know, I'll accept it. You know, I think that's pretty cool. Overall, as far as the promotion is concerned, I guess dark skinned men promotion versus light skinned men promotion. I think that in the community, I think that dark skinned men promotion, it really helps dark skinned men specifically. But outside of the community, I do think it sort of spills over and helps light skinned black men as well. And I guess that may have something to do with like other groups of people not perhaps differentiating. I think that's how you say it. Making differences between us as much, at least. I mean, I think people still kind of do, perhaps, in some situations. But in other situations, I think like, if like, oh, this woman's like, oh, this guy's black, okay, and I don't know. It just seems like perhaps other groups of women. How can I put this? Like they're more open, I guess. Where like the way they think about masculinity is not completely correlated to skin tone. So I think that may have something to do with it as well. I think also like the light skinned dude's adjacency to blackness, but also an adjacency to non-blackness that they could possibly relate to as well. So it's like perhaps like a 2-in-1 deal. Perhaps there's like someone who you may be able to take home to meet your parents if things get serious. Bring them out around your family and friends, perhaps. Not that they can't do that with dark skinned men, because it happens too. It's not like it's like the secret over here or something. But I'm just saying, perhaps that plays a factor in it as well. But I think I've said all I have to say for the moment. So thanks for watching, you guys. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe. Well, scratch that. Don't feel free to subscribe. But feel free to comment. Feel free to thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.